Hey guys, it's Emily
And Jeremiah.
and Gracelyn, and today we will be telling you our birthing story. Okay, so because I had gestational diabetes, we were scheduled to be induced. So we went in on Monday, September 7th, and they gave me Cervidil at 6:30 p.m. It takes about 12 hours for Cervidil. So the next morning, they check me, and I was still 1 centimeter. So the first round of Cervidil did nothing. So then at 7 a.m., they gave me my second round of Cervidil. And after that round, I was at 3 centimeters. But when I wanted the Cervidil removed, I had to tell the nurses to take it out. They thought they already took it out, but it wasn't taken out yet. So they took out my second round of Cervidil at 7 p.m. and they checked me. I was only 3 centimeters. And they had to wait to start the Pitocin because my contractions were too close together. And then the doctor broke my water then, right? So then at 7 p.m., so around 7 p.m., she broke my water. And so after that, things started progressing pretty quick. My contractions were getting real painful. And so I had them give me some IV meds in my arm, and they kept trying to push the epidural, but I didn't feel like I needed it. So since I kept trying to push the epidural, I just went with the IV meds, and those were helping. I would fall right to sleep in between my contractions, and then I'd wake up from my contractions, and then I'd fall asleep again in between. Around 9:15, the nurse came in and tried making me get an epidural again. So we had her check me, and at that point I was 8 to 9 centimeters dilated, and I was ready to push. But our doctor wasn't at the hospital anymore. She had gone home for the night. So they had to call our doctor to come back in, and she was about 10-15 minutes away, so we had to wait 10 to 15 minutes for her to get there. And then by the time she got there, how long did I push? Like 10 minutes? So when she got there, I was only about 10 minutes of pushing. And then our baby was here with no epidural. And she was 7 pounds, 2 ounces, born on September 8th. And was 19 and a half inches long. So what did you think of my childbirthing experience?
It was crazy.
That's it?
Well, my version of the story goes, we get there, they put some stuff in her, and nothing happens for 12 hours. So then they try it again, and then it works really fast, and she gets some contractions like really close together, so then they can't give her the Pitocin or whatever. And then she starts getting a lot of pain and like more contractions, but they gave her more Pitocin, and then they asked if she wanted epidural. She said, well, can you check me first? Or I said that, and then pretty much
It was time to push.
Yeah. And she would have had the baby way sooner if the doctor was already there, because she was ready to push the baby out, but they had her legs closed, so the baby wouldn't come out yet until the doctor got there.
Yeah.
And there was even another on-call doctor there, and she wanted a certain doctor to deliver her baby, so she waited for that doctor instead of having the doctor that was there deliver it. So yes, and I can't believe she waited that long, so it's pretty crazy.
Well, they had me lay on my side and were holding my legs together, so I wasn't pushing.
It's a very graphic experience for me.
He's more traumatized by the whole experience than I was, but he actually had to watch it all. I fell asleep in between contractions. I fell asleep in between pushing.
But she did amazing, and she was super strong and funny during the whole thing. She was like making us all crack up with like all these little jokes and stuff, when she should have been like crying and dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Then we had a beautiful baby, and I was scared right when she came out. She wasn't really moving or crying, so I was like, what's going on? but then she started like crying.
Well, then they like
and
sucked all the stuff out of her.
out of her face and stuff. Yep.
And
And
she
they
was
put her on her
screaming.
chest, and everything was good.
Then, except for her bilirubin levels were
Yeah.
concerning the first day, but then they checked her the next day and she was fine. And then when we went to our pediatrician appointment, they checked again and she was fine. So, and now she's back to her birth weight and just likes to eat and sleep, just like us.
Yeah.